afternoon, everybody. What is going on here?
Well, I was running China Super Highway 9 and my seat up Chevrolet 49. I can't get the good time to king of the moonshine hill, but it's running rings. Call me the king of the never get a hunt. Running China Super Highway 9 last Tuesday morning when the rooster crowed. Jumped out of my bed and got ready to blow. Run a little shine on Highway 9 and my souped up Chevrolet 49. So I hopped up, there's a Jackson, all tuned up and ready for action. Jumped in my car, put the key in the dash, saying the drive and I slept on the gas. Said to myself, let's go get some of that shine, and I'm moving on out on the Highway 9. 62 miles of the little town of Jackson, said a little shine, and grab a little action. Running shine Super Highway 9, and my souped up Chevrolet 49. I can't get it because I'm the king of the moonshine hill, but it's running the ring. Call me the king because I'll never get a fine. Running shine Super Highway 9. Here and I push the pedal down 104. She goes a little faster, I ask for more. Roll down the Jackson like a bat out of hell. The sell little moonshine man as well. Out of the woods comes an out named Jackson. Chasing me down, try to grab my action. We played cat and mouse for a couple hours. Up and down the highway, all over the mountains. Jackson lives caught me doing 105. The cop will never catch me long as I'm alive. Out at the window, maybe next time, Jackson. Put my car in overdrive and say goodbye. Running down the Super Highway 9, my souped up Chevrolet 49. Cops can't catch me 'cause I'm the king of the moonshine hillbillies running the ring. They call me the king 'cause I never get a fine. Running shine, Superhighway 9. Run and shine, Superhighway 9. Run and shine, Superhighway 9.
Where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400 lap race on this .625 mile racetrack. Here's the starting lineup. On the pole from Dawsonville, Georgia, in the number 9 Coors Ford qualifying and Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. His second win of 1987.
Good afternoon, everybody. Here we are at Daytona, Legacy. It's one of the tracks. It's one of the older ones before it's been updated. We're looking at the Shine Runners, Old Schools, Winston Cup, Retro Series. I know I'm not saying all that exactly right, but that's a mouthful as it is. We got a huge field tonight. I mean, a huge field. So far, it's 27 racers. That's probably the biggest field I've ever broadcasted at. It's getting ready to go qualifying already. So we're going to jump right into it. See if I can catch a couple. Okay, looks like it's going to switch over. There we go. Looks like we got Harvey Scott here. You know, this camera angle, this desktop audio is not quite loud enough, but we'll see how it goes. This qualifying should take a little longer tonight. As we said, we got quite a few people, so it's going to take a few minutes here. Looks like our facts are, I didn't get all our practice speeds up. We got in here a little late. I'm having a few technical difficulties, but we're working on it. While we're looking at this qualifying lap, we're going to bring up some of the sponsor graphics right here. We got Bellinger Signs and Graphics, WG Landscaping, Old Schools Motorsports, Intensity Fishing, Dirtworks Custom Paint, Scott's Service Company, and Old Schools Coins. And these are our sponsors for this series. And that's and there's some money involved in some of these things too. Some of these, this series. The two different promotions. Let's get back to this. There's going to be the Crown Jewel races. It's going to be 3 of the 4 races. our crown jewel, or four crown jewel races. If you win 3 of the 4, you win some money, and then they're going to have a short track portion of that too, where if you sweep the entire track, they usually run two times at the same track. So if you sweep a weekend, or if you sweep 3 of the 4 weekends, I think you can win money a couple different ways that way. So that should be interesting to watch. It's a long season, got 29 races. Okay, we look at Harvey's first lap was a 45.113. Looks like we got some people up on the board right now. We got Terry in first place. He ran a 44.972. Jeff Stubby, Jeff, if I'm butchering her name, don't get used to it. Everybody else will tell you. I do it. 44.996 in second. Looks like we get Shane jumping up to the board. There's Shane Gross in third. Trying to find him on the board. Oh, no, he jumped it up to first place at a 44.882. We got Mike Bass picking it up in fourth. So my board's a little jumbled up here, so I'm trying to find some people. Mike Bass, he ran a 44.952. So that's going to be, there's still some people out there that are probably getting ready to qualify or are going to qualify, but pretty much over, I think, already. So while we're waiting, we got a few minutes left while we're waiting. We're going to look at some the race schedule for this year. It's quite a large one, as you can see, and then you can see I've got it highlighted there to the right. The Silver Crown, the Crown Jewel races are Daytona, Talladega Super Speedway, Charlotte Motor Speedway, and Darlington. That's going to be your 4 Crown Jewel races, just like back in the day. And this is the complete 1987 schedule they're going to be running. And your short track shootout races are going to be North Wilkesboro, Bristol Motor Speedway, Martinsville Speedway, and maybe there's only 3 of those. I thought there was 4 of those as well, but it looks like only 3. So that's your schedule, and it should be good. What we're going to talk about before this gets started is last week it was the ending of their NASCAR series. And so we want to congratulate Tony Gray on his championship win, and also Cody Eldred for the race win. And the top 5 were Tony Gray, Joseph Swan, Ryan Swan, Shane Gross, and Sean Dewar. They bring in your top 5 championship points. So congratulations to those guys. All right, Shane, car's a handful. Cody, getting better every broadcast. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, man. And Tom C., thanks for joining in, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm supposed to say a shout out to the Bulldog crew from Ray. I believe that's Ray Campbell was asking me for that. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for watching if you're on there. So it looks like we're getting ready to grid here. Just get in there. We got a little time, so I'm gonna So we're going to do a little starting grid here. We'll get them going. They should be pulling out pretty soon. We're going to start out row 1. Jeff Stubby? I don't know. Sorry, Jeff. One day I'll get a chance to talk to you and you can tell me how to pronounce it correctly. Starting first in the pole, outside pole, Dwayne LaPrade. Nice job, Dwayne. Row 2, we got Terry Bellinger and James Capps. Row 3, we got Shane Gross and Dawson Miller. Row 4, we got Mike Bass and Joseph Swan. Row 5, we got Ray Campbell and Tony Gray. Row 6, we got Tony Pendon and Harvey Scott. Some of these guys are in SHR that just come across to Shine Runner, so I'm sure they're going to make a good teammates there, and they're going to gel in with these guys really good because they're good racers. Row 7 is Don Steves, Ryan Swan. Row 8, we got Gerald Bellinger and Ryan Tooley. We got row 9, John Marshalls and Alfred Gray. He ran a 45.646. And that's the end of your qualifiers there. The rest of everybody else was kind of riding around the end of the field there. I'm a little nervous. Never had this many people before. Hey, Stuart, thanks for joining. Let's see if we can get Jeff on here. There we go. We got the leaders here. I think I talked about it, and usually I talk about points and stuff like that, but there isn't any yet. So next week, and we'll have that all set up so you can see the rundown of how we shook out this after this race and what your champ points look like, and then we'll continue on with that. I didn't get to the track trivia. I don't know if I can do it real quick. If I can't read it without switching the screen, and we're getting ready to start here. Let me run by it really quick. So we're at Daytona Speedway, of course. We got 60 laps, 40% fuel, 1 fast repair, and he said they told me 17, but it's 15 incidents tonight. It's going to get changed to 17. Let me see here. In 1987, it was the 29th running of the Daytona 500. Bill Elliott, number 9 Coors Melling Ford Thunderbird, was the dominant car that week, winning the pole and coming in to win the 500 that day. Benny Parsons finishing second. And here we go. We're going green, green, green. Sorry, guys. I wanted to squeeze that in real quick. I might have been able to do that under a caution. I don't know. We'll see. Now, I've been understanding from what I've watched some of this practice and these guys, and not just these guys, but other people. I've been working on some software upgrades and stuff like that. I've been doing a lot of tests, and I've been using the Legends hosted section to kind of watch. And these cars are a handful. These guys everybody's struggling with these cars a little bit, but it looks like they're having so much fun with them. It's everybody's working hard on these cars because they want to be successful out here. They're loving the era and time. We're a bunch of good old boys that been watching NASCAR since, like I say, the late 80s, early 90s. I know that's when I came in, watching it full time. And so this time and this piece of history here for me. And I know a lot of these people that are in the field as well. I know these cars, if you don't turn coming into the trioval, if you don't come off of 4 just right and enter that turn just right, it pushes you right up against the wall, sucks you right in. So you got to be very, very careful. You got to be pretty delicate on the entry, and then you got to hit that line just right to keep from pushing up. So that was I took a couple of practice laps. I painted a car and decided to take a couple of practice laps, and that's the experience I had. And these are fixed setups. I don't know if they have their own personalized fixed setups or not, but these cars are a handful, and they're all drivable. You just got to do a lot of practice. So let's run back to the field where Jeff's fallen to 5th place. The pole sitter's fallen to 5th place. We got Tony Gray in 6th. Raymond Campbell in the 555 and 8th. Bulldog crew. Yeah, I gotta slide up and down here because I don't have anybody. We got Harvey Scott in the 15th and 10th place. He's one of our sponsors for the series. Harvey Scott's Air Conditioning. Ryan Swan in the 17th and 11th place. Don Steves, 12th place. John Marshall's 14th in the 38 car. We got Gerald Benelter, and he's 15th in the 92. think he changed his number. I don't know. There's a lot of Bellingers, so it's hard to keep up with them all. And we got Ryan Tooley. He's in 16th in the 84. We got Billy Weeks. He was a big-time contender. I believe he finished second last week in that last race that they had, and he's fast. He was fast in those cars, so let's see how well he does. He's running 20th right now. Joseph Swan running 16th. I mean, Sean Dower back in 17th. Cody Eldred, he's running 23rd. So we're skipping a few people. Oh, here we go. Sean Dower, he just happened to have the camera on him. Let's see if we got a couple off tracks there. We got a caution, so I don't see his name up here yet. So let's see if we can. I have no idea what it is. Alright guys, none of my buttons are working, so we're going to do the best we can here. Take a look at Cody. Looks like he's already off. You know what? I think that might have been Sean right there, down on the inside. Yep. No, nope, that was 14. That was Cody Eldred. Alfred Gray. And we got these guys a couple times. So that wasn't Sean. I thought it was Sean, but it wasn't. It was Cody Eldred. And we got a couple. So it's going to be hard to keep up with all this tonight. I'm doing the best I can. Half my system is not working, so I'm trying to switch back and forth with the mouse. All right. So that puts Dawson Miller into the lead. And we'll see who's going in for pit stops. We don't see anybody yet. No takers yet. Looks like here they go. They're coming in right now. So, how this is going to work, this is going to be old school, 87. So it's going to be no lucky dog. That was never around during this era and time. And then all the lap cars are going to have to start on the inside instead of having waved around. Like, as usual, we're all used to seeing the wave around. Well, that's not. No wave around. So the guys are going to start on the inside. On the restart, it's going to be double file. And so the lap cars are going to have to race past the leaders to get their lap back. So this should be interesting. Here we are, coming off pit road there. So pretty much everybody went in. Chris Kibbe, I don't know if he ever started. He's 6 laps down, so I don't think he ever actually started. Chuck Shaw also. He's 6 laps down, so I don't believe he ever did start the race. We got Cody. I thought he came in, but maybe he just slid onto pit road and got a penalty. I don't know. Because he's showing with no pit stop. But I know he was on pit road. He might have just been forced in there. We got Mike Bass in the 50 car. He's running 6th. We got Tony Gray falling to 11th. And Raymond Campbell, he's in 10th. So my board is pretty shook up. Let's bring up some of these features that I should have running and I don't. We didn't really talk about the track facts or everything. Of course, configuration, everybody knows Daytona. Okay, here we go, green, and we'll get back to that. I waited a little bit too long on that. Looks like Joseph Swan's come up to take the lead. No, they're showing me Dean Viney. Okay, then now Dean Viney. Oh! Let's get back. Let's look and see what happened here. Let's see if I can skip back. Heard a couple crashes there. No yellow yet. I hear a lot of crashing and going on, but no yellow yet. Everybody's still running. So this wall's kind of sucking them in. They're brushing that wall. Cody Elder, he's in the 14. His car looks so much like Sean Doer's car that it's hard to tell them apart. So we'll get back to the leaders here. Dean Viney's in the lead. Dawson Miller in second place. Dwayne LaPrade in third place. Tony Pendon fourth place. Joseph Swan fifth place. Mike Bass sixth place. Jeff Stubbe seventh place. Raymond Campbell eighth place. Shane Gross ninth. And so on. Lots of cool paint jobs out there. Oh, there we go. We got the 29. Lost control. Slid down to the infield and took a few cars out. Who was the 29? Dawson Miller. Oh, he's on his top. He needs a big tow. Big tow truck get him flipped over. He's gonna have to call for a tow, it looks like. Okay, let's. See if we can back it up a little bit here before that all started happening. Yeah, he just got down. He just lost traction, got down on the inside. And then he swung up to the bottom of or top of the track and took a bunch of good cars out. So that's the big one right there. Lap 11. Everybody's going in and getting another pit stop. We looks like we got a smoker there. Yep, that's Dawson. He's the one. He's got the car pretty banged up. So right now it's showing Ryan Swan in the lead. In the 17. See if we can get a clean restart. We got 11 laps in. Let's see what we got. We're going to go back to our summary. So right now we got 2 cautions for 3 laps. I think everybody knew this was going to be kind of a handful, and see if we can get the butterflies worked out. We'll go back to the track facts. Their configuration is oval. Let's actually try oval, but 2.5 miles, 2.48 miles. Your track elevation is 36.52 feet, and the track temp is 89 degrees. Your weather tonight is, or this afternoon, is 73 degrees. It's actually nice in Florida, nice and cool. Winds out of the east at 7.5 miles an hour, 1% humidity, which seems kind of low, but that's what they're saying. So let's see how many laps we got. We got, I think, Ryan's the leader, so we got Dawson Miller. He's going to be 3 laps down, and a couple of people didn't start, so I'm not even going to talk about them. We got Dwayne Brad. He's a lap down. Raymond Campbell, he's a lap down. Let's see, we got John Marshall. So there's only a few that are Sam Henry. Looks like he's back in the race. He's 6 laps down. He's just sitting on pit road. So I don't think he even started the race, but I'm not sure. Yep, yeah, he did. So we got the people that didn't start were Chris Kibbe, Alfred Gray, and Chuck Shaw. They're 12 laps down. So that's who didn't start. Let's get back to the leaders here. Looks like we got a guy coming up. That's Raymond Campbell, I believe. Yep, he's going to be your lap car. He's 1 lap down. So I'm assuming we should see John Marshall should be coming up running behind him in the 38, I believe. I don't know who that is. Nope, he's coming. He's coming. He should be behind him. I don't know who exactly is behind him here. Okay, we're getting ready to go green here, so we're going to get back on the leaders. Hey Bruce, thanks for joining. Bruce McClellan. Yeah, I'm working on it, Johnny. I got everything going. I'm having some technical difficulties here, so I'm a little bit sidetracked here, trying to figure out what happened. You test this stuff all day long, and then when you go to use it, it doesn't work. So I don't know. So I need about 2 other arms right now. Thanks for pointing that stuff out for me, though, you guys. Adam, thank you. I get sidetracked, and I'm looking around trying to figure out why something's working, and then I'm forgetting things. So I appreciate that, and that really helps out. Thank you, sir. Alright, we're getting ready to go green. Looks like the pace truck is off. Green, green, green. Looks like Ryan gets a jump on the outside. Dean Viney's trying to hold on to him on the inside. I believe the inside line is always usually the preferred line to Daytona. On these cars, it's hard to hold it all down there all the way around, so that's where the finesse of the car comes in. Oh, there he gets even a little bump. There he goes. Gets turned sideways. 2 cars go down to the inside. The 17, I believe that was the 38. I'm not sure who was down there with him. '58 might have been the 58. No, 58 still running. I don't know who it was that was down there with him. No caution though, so we're not gonna go back and look. You guys get up into that wall, you hear them crashes. Tony Graves bringing it up to second place. Terry Bellinger in the number 8 in third place, and then Tony's up in second, and then we got Dean Viney still hanging onto the lead there. Got Ryan Tooley running in 6th in the 84. And then we got Shane Gross, looks like in 7th in the 41 car. Then there's a pretty big gap to the next place, to 9th, which is Tony Pandon in the 77. And then Joseph Swan in 9th place now. They swapped places right there. And then Mike Bass is coming in at 10th in the 50. And we got Cody Eldridge. He's back up to 11th place after his altercation earlier. He's still in the lead lap. Harvey Scott in number 12. And looks like we got Billy Rodenberger in number 13. Ryan Swan 14th in the 17 car. There's a big gap. So let's go back and look at the leaders. They've already stretched it out quite a bit. Terry's moving up. He's got that 8th place car into the lead lap, into the lead position on the lead lap. So that's good. Terry Bellinger in first place, and we got Dean Viney about 2 seconds back, Tony Gray about 4.5 seconds back, and then Sean's worked himself up to 4th place. Tommy Cristiano 8 seconds back, or 8.8 seconds back, sorry. Ryan Tooley about a second back, and Shane comes in at 7th. So they're stretching it out now. These guys are starting to relax a little bit. They're starting to try to work together and draft a little bit better than they have been. There's a car down the inside. How come you're not racing tonight, Adam? Keep a guy on these. Every time I get away from the leader, something happens, so I hate to get away from him. I'm working on a new overlay too as well. I thought I might have it ready for tonight, but it's taking a little more time than I thought. It's going to be similar to what we're looking at, but just a little different style and more reminiscent of the '87 era, with some of the Shine Runner colors and stuff like that. So I'm working on that, and maybe in the next race or two I'll have it ready to go. Looks like Sean's almost trying to take it 3 wide there. Getting down to the bottom. He's trying to get it down underneath the 8 car there. Yeah, rough on that high side. You're looking at Terry right here in the 8 car. He stays up on that high side, and he's losing spots left and right. We got Tony Gray in second place. You know, the yellow line is your friend if you can hold it down there. You get down on the outside line, and 62 cars up there. You got to let off a little bit so you can stay down a little bit mid-track there. Let's take a look at this cockpit view. This is Tony Gray running second place. Some lap cars in front of him. You can hear that rubber rubbing off them tires, man. That is crazy. Yeah, the 29 Dawson Miller. And he's a lap car for sure. Yep. 2 laps down now. And then we got Dean Viney. I think he's the leader still. Yeah, he's. So we got, and then we got the 555 Raymond Campbell. So he just got by a lap car. He's got Dean, the leader, in front of him, and then another lap car in front of him. So. And now with the way this is set up, they have to race them. You know, the lap cars have to race the leaders because that's the only way they're ever going to get their lap back. So that puts them in a tough spot, really, if you think about it. But that's the way they did it back in the day. That's the way it was done. And the race back to the line. I mean, that was a big thing that they got away from because of safety issues, but that's the way they used to do it. We got Dwayne LaPlatte in the 13 car running 21st. 22nd, just Stu, but he's in the pit. I guess he's going to sit there for a while. Gerald Ballinger looks like he's out. Sam Henry's still in the pit, so he's just sitting there. Alright. So we'll get back on Dean here. Dean's maintaining the lead. He's doing a hell of a job. Looks like they spread out a little bit. They're getting a little, probably running out of tire here pretty soon. I've been there, Coach Johnny. I've been there. Actually, I've been out since January. I broke my knee. I have 2 bones in my knee, and I've got spinal stenosis in my lower back. So, and my rig sits pretty low too. So I know exactly what you're talking about. That's why I haven't raced. I haven't raced since December, since before Christmas, and then just taking a break. And then I got hurt at work, and then that's been it. It wasn't until about a month or 2 ago that I could actually get down low enough into the rig to start working on some of these things. When I first started doing this, I had a laptop set up to run it all, but it was so tiny, it's hard to see. So as soon as I could get back into the rig, I did, so I can actually see what's going on. Damn, that hurts too. That's painful. I know. I haven't slipped any disc yet, but doctor says I'm just an old man, and my body's getting wore out. I've been physically abusing it for years. So, got one down on the apron there. Gets out of the way. He's diving into pit road. Okay. Now who was that? Let's take a look at pit lane here. Now we got a few on pit road. A few of them are just sitting there. Here we got some guys coming in. Can't really see who they are from this distance. Let's see if we can catch them on the way out. We got another guy coming in. We're on the wrong end of pit road. Yeah, I can't really tell who it is. Here we got some leaders coming in now. Tony Gray. '29 cars coming in. I believe that's Dawson Miller. Shane's coming in. Shane's Gross, number 41. Sean Dowers coming in, and Cody Eldred, he's in. So it looks like pretty much the whole field came in on the green. All right, that's a good sign. Sign that things are smoothing out. These cars are looking good. I love it. I love this paint. I painted one, the Ford Thunderbird. I painted in the Winn-Dixie colors, the Mark Martin Winn-Dixie colors. So he was my favorite driver overall for many, many years. I was a big fan. Still am, of course, but kind of having to move on to the new modern era guys, and it's hard. It's hard after you've been a one driver guy for 15 years, and then all of a sudden you don't have him to watch anymore. So let's get back. See, it looks like Terry inherited the lead, and he's in the pits now. Let's see as it shakes out. We'll see who gets back to the lead. Okay, Billy. Looks like he's in there too, getting a service. Looks like Shondauer has inherited the lead. Just a Swan. Yep. These guys were not the best of friends last week, so let's hope they worked out their differences. They had some altercations on the track that didn't go well, and a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that happened between these two guys, so let's hope they got their stuff worked out for this new season and get a fresh start. Got to put that stuff behind us and then move on for the sake of the series. Oh, so we did get a caution after all that. What happened? I don't really see anything unless they threw one. I think they may have thrown one this time because I don't see any off tracks or anything like that. So I think they might have just thrown one to get to snug up the field. Well, we're halfway. Maybe we got a competition caution going on here. That was a quick 30 laps though. I've been all over the place, clicking like a mad fool. And that was a quick 30 laps. And I didn't see any altercations, any off tracks or anything like that, so this must be a competition caution. I tried to listen to a little bit of the pre-race. And here we go, we got some guys coming in. Looks like that might have been Sean. Yep, these guys are all coming in now to get another round of tires. I don't believe iRacing imposed the tire limit thing that you could use on the hosted sessions, and I think they are using them on their public side too. And so I don't believe we're using that here, but I think they're talking about maybe going to it. We're seeing how it goes here. Looks like he took two. That was a quickie. Looks like Mice Bass is in. Dawson Miller's still a lap car down. He's 2 laps down, so he'll be down there on the inside. Mike Bass is still in the pits. Here comes Tony. Looks like he's coming out. Just coming out of the pits. And here's the 14th Harvey Scott. He's a lap down, so he'll be down on the inside. Tony Gray, he's coming out after his service. Let's see how it shakes around. Right now they're still showing Joseph in the lead. I just don't like the audio on this new cam set I got. Just don't like it. Alright, Joseph's coming in right now for his service. He's giving it up. Let's see, we got Cody, man. He's the pit stop king. I think he holds the record. He's already at 6, but he's still on the lead lap, so he manages his pit stops quite well. Alright, so let's go back to see who's in the lead now. Looks like Terry inherited the lead there. He's got Harvey Scott down on his inside as a lap car. So basically these guys are starting single file. You know, the leaders are running single file, so that makes it tough. Makes it tough to pass. He's got the 84. Ryan Tooley and Sean Dewar in 3rd place. Sean went in and got a couple tires and came back out and did pretty well for himself. Tony Pannon, he worked himself up. He's worked himself up to 4th place, and he's had a pretty clean race. See if I can catch him here. There we go. No incidents for Tony Pandon in the 77 car running 4th place. He's had 5 pit stops, but he's still on the lead lap. Mike Bass, also 5 pit stops, running 10th. He's on the lead lap as well. So let's get back to the leaders. We're getting ready to go green here. Looks like the pace truck lights are off. I don't believe they had green-white checker back in those days either, so I'm sure we're not going to see any of that. Here we go, green, green, green. Those leaders got to work hard to get around them lap cars. And those lap cars, they got to go work hard to get their lap back. So Harvey Scott, let's see. So many people on my board, I can't find anybody. Yeah, oh, no. So right now they're showing him he's 1 lap down. He was 2, I believe. And now if there was a caution now, I don't know if he'd come around back and he'd be on the lead lap, I think. It's been so long I don't remember how this works. They want those laps back, though. You can see they're racing. They're racing very hard to keep them, to get them back. Looks he got up on the outside and he scraped the wall there, so it's not going to happen for him this lap. He's up high there in the back, still running on the wall, but he kept it clean. So we got Dawson in the 29 car. He's racing for his lap back. And then we got Raymond Campbell. He's also racing for his lap back, but these guys are all over the place. So right now it's going to be Billy and Sean running 1st and 2nd. And all they got to do is get around these 2 guys that can drop down the inside and then race it out for a while. But Sean seems to like that outside line. He doesn't want to get trapped down behind that lap car. He looks like he's got a run on the 8 car right there on the outside. Now can he hold on to it? He needs that 13 car to snug up to him, give him a little draft, a little help. That 13 dumps him, drops him down on the inside, and leaves him out there by himself. Yeah, so he loses a spot right there, a couple spots right there. It looks like Raymond, he's running on the outside, but he's... Oh, here we go. Got a little love tap here, looks like. See if we stay green. It looks like Ryan Tooley in the 36 car was an off track. I don't see no caution yet. So I won't go back to that until the caution hits, but no caution so far. Well, let's look at it. Yeah, it looks like he got a little help. Might have been from the 14, I'm not sure. Yep. Get back to the leaders here. Might have been a little help from Cody. Kind of looks like it might have been that. Looked like his car, but I'm not sure. We're still green. Guys are shuffling. Oh, got a pinch. Got 3 wide. The 8 car, and it looks like the 77 Tony Pandon. Here's the 14. He gets by. 74 gets by. Terry's going for a ride. Alright, let's see if we can bring in a replay here. Yep, let's do a Tony Pandon. Tony there's, he's in the yellow Garrett car, looks like. Oh, looks like he got a run. Had to dodge down and go 3 wide. Looks like he didn't have any place to go. He got a bit of a run and They checked up a little bit in front of him. He had to go 3 wide, and just wasn't enough room for him there. Let's go back to Terry. Let's do him again. Yeah, it's alright. Wait, we got to run back. Let's go. Yep. Trying to get to where I can see what happened to him before. He just was. Let's have a look here. So you see Tony in the yellow car on the outside row there, and the 8th car is. Yep, he had to run. He just had no place to go, and then he got sandwiched. I think the 8 car was the victim. Yep. So right now that puts Mike Bass into the lead. I'm sure a bunch of these guys are coming in to do pits. In fact, Mike's coming in right now. We're lap 39. Let's have a look at the race summary so far. So we've had 4, which is not bad. 4 cautions for 6 laps. Actually, pretty clean overall. Bunch of big crashes, but I'm sure everybody has used their fast repairs up already. Most everybody has. Incidents wise, it's not showing me the incidents, so it won't give me that information. But so I can't see who's getting ready to check out. Alright, so Mike came in. I'm gonna inherit the lead. Let's see where Tony is. Tony's in there too. Nope, Tony's running around the track. We're still showing Mike in the lead. Yep. Alright. He got a good jump. He got in there first and got his pit service. 77 Tony. Let's see where he is. He's coming in. He must have taken his fast repair. He looks pretty good. No, he's still got some damage, so. Still showing Mike Bass in the lead. He's the newbie here. This is his first race with Shine Runners. He's putting on an audition tonight. Well, he already got the job, but it's a good way to run it. Although he's starting on the inside. Is it showing him a lap down? Nope. It's not showing him a lap car, so. That's another thing I didn't really think of. It kind of forces the lap car or the lead cars to start on the outside row. So, or do I have it wrong? If I've got it wrong, I don't know. Let me see. Shane's on the outside row, and he's on the lead lap. So I don't know how it's going to shake out. They're going to have to situate it. Either that or nobody. Yeah, we still got Ryan Swan. He's a lap down. Terry Bellinger. He's a lap down. James Capps, he's 7 laps down. These guys are all still running, so they're going to have to sort it out, I guess. Or I don't understand how it works. Ooh. Now, if somebody wrecks on the parade lap, you know you got issues. Who was that? It looked like it said 58, but I don't see a 58 in the field, so. Yep, Tommy. That was Tommy. He got pushed down to the inside, yep. Back to the leaders here. Yeah, somebody's going to have to explain this to me. Yep, looks like he's trying to move up now. There he goes. Now he's moving up. Now I get it. So I've got it right. It's getting sorted out now. And then we got the 128. That's James Capps. He's 7 laps down. And we got Harvey right behind him, I believe. Looks like the lights are out. Looks like about 19 laps to go. So it looks like our shakeout here is Mike Bass, Tony Gray in second, Shane Gross in third, Dean Viney fourth, Billy Reidenberger in fifth, Raymond Campbell in sixth place, Joseph Swan in seventh place, Ryan Toole in 8th place, Tony Pendon in 9th place, Sean Dewar in 10th. There's your top 10 right there. And Billy Weeks, he's running in 19th, and he was a front runner last week, but these cars are proven to give everybody a little bit of a challenge, but after a race or two and they get used to them, they do some more practice, these guys will have this under control. Then that's when the racing is going to really get good. Yeah, Billy in the 74 car. And I think these guys are giving him a little extra longer parade laps here just to get everything sorted out, which makes a lot of sense. All right. Green, green, green. Mike gets a big jump. Oh, we got the 28, the 128 and the 50, so that's James Capps and the 15, I believe it was. Harvey, yep. That was the 128, and Harvey Scott got into it. Let's see if we can get back to it. That's what's going on. My buttons are all messed up. I don't even know why. Alright, let's go. I changed some things I shouldn't have changed. I never should do that right before the race, and that was really not very bright of me. I don't even see those guys' name on here, but I know they did. We had Dwayne, he had an off track. Yep. Well, it looks like they were all involved. Yeah, a big old crash. And he went for a ride. Oh, and then right back up. Oh, at least he held it on the yellow line. He held it down. Good job, Dwayne. And we'll take a look at Billy Weeks here. Billy Weeks. Yeah, he just got all caught up. And let's go. We'll do a Dean. Take a look at Dean here. He was just victim. The actual starters of it were the 128 and the 15, but the rest of these guys all got caught up. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's why it was going on. Okay. So let's look like that. Puts Shane in the lead. Let's go back to see what the pit stops are looking like. Sorry for a bit of the delays here. Like I said, I'm having some. The main part of my scene switching apparatus is not functioning whatsoever, so I'm having to manually do everything. So that's kind of gumming up the works, but we're getting on it. We're figuring it out. I changed a few things shortly before the race, and that was a mistake. So we got 4 and 5, 7 pit stops. Tommy's on 7, 3 laps down. We got Terry on 4, but he's still in the lead lap. We got Ryan on 5. He's a lap down. So we're gonna have a look at Shane here. He's in the lead, showing him in the lead. There he is. Yeah, he's still running. He's on 5 pit stops. He's on the lead lap, obviously. We got second place is Mike. He's hanging in there. Tony Gray is up to third place. Ryan Tooley, he's 5 seconds back, so he's got, well, of course, we're still under caution, so that'll change. Sean Dewar gets dropped to 5th place. Cody Eldredge up to 6th, and he was involved in an early wreck, and he's brought it back. Tony Penn is still in it after getting wrecked out a little bit there, so he's still in it, but he's way back. So once the field snugs up, we're gonna have another race on our hands. I can see nobody. And first car lap down looks like Dawson Miller, and he was like 3 laps down at one point, so he's slowly getting them back. Tommy Cristiano 2 laps down. Bailey Weeks 3 laps down. 2 laps down. I don't know. I can't see that. And Gerald 27 laps down. Yeah. So it's changing up. But these guys get snugged up. Looks like the pace truck lights are off. Got 15 laps to go. So I think we're gonna, I don't know how Crank It Up's gonna do on this one because the sound is so low. We're gonna have to give it a try though. See if we can do this on the restart. Yeah, so everybody's kind of snugging up. I don't know what's taking these guys so long. Showing Ryan Tooley 4 seconds back. And he's on the lead lap, so why is he 4 seconds back on a restart? Unless he's gun shy. There he is right there. So I don't know if that's correct or not. Probably that won't change up till maybe they cross over the start finish. Alright, here we go. Green, green, green. Looks like there was about a lap of Crank It Up there. Oh, we got somebody down on the inside. We had a little bit of action on the outside there. I don't know who that was down on the inside. No caution yet. We don't want to break away. We've got 13 laps to go. These leaders are mixing it up pretty hard. Tony Gray brings it up to the lead. Ryan Tooley comes up to 2nd place. Joseph Swan in 3rd. Sean Dower in 4th. Looks like Shane and Sean are having a little battle there. Sean takes it down on the low side. Looks like Dawson is going to hold Sean up on the outside row there. They've been racing pretty hard all race, but cleanly. They've been racing nice and clean, and Dawson's, even though he got a couple laps down early, he's fighting his way back. He's still got a lap to go to catch up. I don't know if he'll get it before the end of the race, but he was a couple of 2 or 3 laps down in the beginning, or midway through the race. So he's been battling pretty hard. These guys are, yep. So we got Ryan Tooley in the 84. He was 4 seconds back before they crossed the start finish, but he caught right up and scammed in the lead there. Got a little jump on everybody and kind of snuck it in there. Tony running first. Now, close racing. So we got, I don't know who that was on the outside row there. in the Texas Pete car. This guy's nice little group of cars right here. Mike Bass in 6th place, Cody Eldred up to 7th, Tony Penn in the 77 car in 8th. I don't know, who's in it? 5th, the 66. Who is that? Just cam down here. I don't know who that is. '66, Joseph Swan. In the Texas Pete. All these guys right here in this 4 or 5 car gaggle, 6 car gaggle are showing extreme patience right now. They're running hard, and it's getting close to the end, and they know it. So they got to go if they're going to win this one. Shane got shuffled back a little ways. Looks like Sean got out in front of him. Got that position back. Lots of wiggling going on out there. Lots of wiggling. Shane's running around Mike Bass right there. He's falling back to 5th place. Mike Bass in 6th. Cody Eldred in 7th place. Tony Penn, and he was involved. He's running in the top 10 in 8th place. Dawson Miller lap down. Ryan Swan a lap down. So these guys are all racing really hard to get their laps back. Definitely puts a different twist on things, what we're used to watching. You gotta make some friends. I mean, this is the kind of racing where you gotta make some friends. So your lap car might be your best friend. You never know. Oh, got to turn around there. Looks like the 8 car got turned around. Let's see who was involved in that. I see. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Oh. Nope. And we got him. There we go. No, it looks like the 17 just got turned around. He just lost control. It didn't look like... I thought he had a little help there, but it didn't look like it. Yep, so... No, looks like he just lost it going in. Thought he had a little love tap from somebody, but that's not the case. Alright, so that drops him to 9th. Tony's back and forth, and I see these guys, it was only 8 laps to go. 9 laps. 8 laps to go to the end, so whether they'll go in and pit, let's see. And there are any takers. Yep, looks like a few. None of the leaders are going in, though. And they're all banged up pretty good. So we got Joseph, he's in the lead. There he is. Here we got Joseph in the lead. Sean Dowers up to 2nd place. Brian Tooley, Tony Gray in 4th. Shane Gross in 5th place. Tony Pannon's up to 6th. Mike Bassett 7th. Yeah, let's see if some of these guys they're back pretty far. So Tony's 15 seconds back. So maybe he's pitting right now, and that'll change up once they go around start finish. Nope, he's just running back there a little ways. Yep, he's back there. These cars are all banged up pretty good. Let's see who has the best. They're all Chevys and all got similar damage. Looks like he's okay in the back. Sean's got a little back and front. We got Ryan. He's good on the back. Got a little front. Good on the back for Tony. And Shane, he's good in the back too. So let's see if we can get a screenshot here. Yeah, he's got a little ruffled feathers there in the front, some fenders, some hood. Tony, he's got the worst of it all. His car looks pretty rough. Pretty rough. The Interstate Batteries car doesn't look too bad. Ryan Tooley, he's in pretty good shape. His car looks pretty clean. And Sean, he's also a little rough. But they're still hanging. Ryan's about in the same boat. They all got a little hood damage, a little bumper damage, but you know they got that front spoiler still down on the ground on all those cars. It looks like 84. He's got the cleanest looking car out of the 5 right there, and Tony's got about the worst, but they all got that spoiler down on the ground. So anything could happen here. Anything could happen. Looks like we're gonna have 6, maybe about 4 lap shootout, maybe 5, possibly if they don't run an extra caution lap. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, Johnny. I gotta say, I do like some of the views they have, but they rename the cams, or they don't rename them, and then you never know what you're clicking on. So I gotta say, I'm almost in agreement with you, right there. Oh, I thought you said don't use them. Yes, I do use the track cams, but I have the basic package because they want you to pay per broadcast, and I worked the deal out just for a cash deal on the basic gold, I think they called it, gold cam. So, because I don't do this for right now. I'm not doing it professionally. I do it for fun. These guys are my friends, and I do it for entertainment. Like I said earlier, I was injured in the beginning of the year, and this is the only way I could kind of keep connected to the sport. So I started doing it for fun, and then I found this guy in the track cam, so I got him, and I do like him, but some of them are a little weird. So here we go, green, green, green. And I'm too cheap to buy the deluxe package. All right, we got Joseph. Looks like he's stretching it out. I'm looking at that 84 car around Sean. He's got the best car, best shaped car in the field, in the top 5 drivers right here. So let's see if he can do something with it. You know, it depends on tires, of course, but Sean's going high, or Joseph's going high, letting Sean open the door for Sean to get on that low line. 84, he needs to push in that 84 car. Looks like he's going to go to the front. Oh, Joseph gets up high and gets sucked into that wall. Let's the group get around him. Yep. So let's go in. Let's go back to Sean. We got to keep the leaders here. And we got Cody. It's like 41. Shane's jumping up there, taking the lead away from Sean. The Shane and Sean show, and the Tony. These guys are buddies, so this ought to be pretty good. Oh, looks like Tony or somebody drops down and blocks Sean. Yeah. The 50 car looks like Mike Bass. Kind of drops down to the inside. He wants that lead. He wants to take it away from Shane. He blocked out Sean. I don't know who is that behind him. Mike Bass. He's Sean Dower in 3rd. Cody in the 4th and the 14th. That's who that is. So Mike Bass takes over the lead. These guys are really mixing it up. We got 4 to go. Can they stay clean? Can they get 4 to go without a caution? These guys are running hard. Tony got shuffled back to 6th place. Sean takes over 2nd place from Shane. Shane drops to 3rd. 50 car's looking for some help, but he drops down. He blocks Sean. He blocks Sean on the inside. That pushes that. Shane lost his draft, so he's dropping back. They're still fighting it out. Blocking is acceptable and 3 laps to go, I'd say. They just have to be ready to get punted if that's the case. And in that particular case, a punt job would be almost acceptable if the car was faster. If you go down and block and you can't hold your line or you can't keep in front, then you're gonna, you can almost expect it to get punted. Ooh, they had to dodge a lap car there. Oh, and it looks like the guys in the back of the pack didn't get a chance to dodge it. So this might be the end of the race right here. I don't know if they'll get it going enough to get I don't believe they'll do a 1-lap dash. I think this is going to be it. And they're racing hard back to the line just in case. I believe that caution will settle everything on that front, but with these new rules and everything, I don't know for sure if they have to race back or not. But I don't believe there will be, unless they freeze the laps in the last 10 laps of the session on a caution, but I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I switched from 3 to 4 to back to 3, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is on this. Whether they're gonna force another caution so they can get their simulated green-white checker, because it's still saying 3 laps to go, and it should have been 2. So they might have forced that caution through another caution lap and extended it. So that's going to be this is going to be good. So we got Mike Bass in the lead, Sean Dower, Shane Gross still in 3rd, Tony brings it back up to 4th, Cody brings it up to 5th place, Ryan Tooley, John Marshall in 7th, he's 2 laps down. Looks like some of these guys, Dawson Miller, got taken out. Let's go back. It looks like we might have I didn't want to switch off of this until we saw what was going to happen, but it looks like they're going to run it out on a few extra caution laps. So let's see if we can see what happened there. 50 through 58. We got Ryan Tooley off track. Let's go back and look. They were all dodging that lap car, and they had no place to go. They all got just jumbled up. Yep, they all got jumbled up. You're going that slow and you're that much of a lap car, you need to be down low or down on the apron or something. These guys just didn't see it coming. You gotta communicate that. If you're down low or something's going on, you see those guys coming in your relative screen, you gotta speak up. Say, I'm down low, I'm up high, I'm this way, I'm that way. That helps these guys out. So I think that caught them by surprise, and looks like they are going to hold caution laps for 3 or 2 lap shootout. Oh, got a blown engine. Blown engine. Who was that? Got a couple blown engines. I don't know who that was. Not sure who that was. Was that Tony? That wasn't Tony, was it? No. No, Tony's still running. That might have been, no. Well, it looks like Tony Pannon is out too. He's smoking, so I think he's done for the day. So I'm not exactly sure who that was. Dwayne LaPrade, that's who it was. Yep, had a little blown motor. Alright, so these guys are going to come around. We're going to have a 2-lap shootout. Yeah, the track cams things, I mean, he's got some pretty cool stuff, but they don't rename it to something you'd recognize, so it's kind of hard to figure out which ones are which. And then if you want the gold, or the high-end package, he wants so many dollars per broadcast. to pay for those. And a lot of that's road cars, and I don't do a lot of road cars, so I don't know if it's worth the money. So what I have is I'm pretty happy with, and at times, there are certain times I want to do certain features that are hard. The angles aren't just quite what I'd like, but overall I still like them. And I don't have a lot of short tracks. That was the other downfall of it. They do mostly super speedways and intermediate tracks. So when I get to be a rich and famous broadcaster, I could probably afford that, but I don't know if I'm going to live that long. Oh, alright, so where are we at? Where are we at? Let's go back. Looks like Mike Bass is still in the lead. I don't know why he got stuck up there. Looks like the pace lights are out. And it should go to 2 laps when they cross finish. It's going to be 2-lap shootout. There we go. Pace car is off. And it looks like green, green, green. Mike Bass is going to command the lead. Sean Dower on his outside in second place. Sean's up high. He likes that high line for some reason. He gets a run off the top. Gives him a little momentum. Looks like the second and third place car, Tony Gray and Shane Gross, they're running side by side. Looks like Shane's gonna win that battle for now. Yep. 50 car still hanging in tough. So somebody's gonna have to. Tony and Shane are gonna have to work together in order to get past these two front runners, but doesn't seem like that's happening. It's neck and neck. Nose to tail. Oh, it couldn't get by. So who's going to win it now? That should be the end of it right there. Who's going to survive? Who's going to survive? Yeah, final lap. Let's see. Sean got taken out. I'm not sure who. Can't really tell who's going to. To show him get by the start finish. I thought they wrecked before the start finish, but I'm not totally sure. Right now my screen is showing Sean winning the race. Final lap. See what it looks like here. This is Tony. Yep, they crossed. Oh, Sean beat him by a nose. Then they got in a big old wreck after that. Well, nice job, Sean. Good job. Good racing. You stayed up front almost the whole race. They got in a little bit of an altercation early on, but you came back. You stayed on the lead lap, and you were super competitive and clean. Nice job, Sean Dewar. Congratulations on your win. See if we can get him. I don't know if he's probably too banged up to do a burnout, I'd say. Oh yeah. He's gonna run around anyway and see what happens. You gonna do one for me, Sean? You got enough left in your engine? I tell you, that car put in its time today. Alright, let's get back to the we'll get back to the finish. Well, now it's switching up here. Now it's showing me Mike Bass is the winner. Now, I don't know. Now, I have no idea. Now it's switching on me. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was a lap to go yet. Nope. So I called out the winner wrong. I apologize. So Mike Bass wins it. So I was a lap too short is what happened. When they crossed, I thought that was over because it showed me finish, but... So Mike Bass gets it. I'll run the finish line. Let's see what Mike's going to do here. So run back and see if he's going to do a burnout. You never can call the winner right away because you never know what's going to happen. These leaderboards take a little while to catch up to you. So There we go. Let's see. He's approaching the start-finish now. There we go, Mike. And there goes our fireworks. I think he's waiting for some cars to go by. There he goes. Nice job, Mike Bass, number 50, on the inaugural Winston Cup. Shine Runners Winston Cup Series. Alright, let's go to the results. So we got Mike Bass brings it in first. Shane Gross takes the second place. Tony Gray in third. Sean Dower in fourth. John Marshalls brings it in fifth place. Dawson Miller still a lap down, brings it in fifth. In sixth place, not bad. He hung in there. Billy Weeks, he ran in the back all race. 2 laps down, seventh place. Nice job. Eighth place, Ryan Tooley. Ninth place, Cody Eldred. 10th place, Tommy Cristiano. We got Tony Pannon bringing it in at 11th. Delane LaPrade, he had a blown engine, comes in at 12th. 13th, Ryan Swan. 14th, Joseph Swan. 15th, Dean Viney. And Dean started on the pole, I think, or was close to the front of the to the pack for a lot of the race. Brought it in down at 15th. Harvey Scott, 11 laps down. He got taken out early. Came in at 16th. 17th, Terry Bellinger. 18th, Billy Ridenberger. 19th, Raymond Campbell from the Bulldog crew. And 20th, Don Steves. 29 laps down. 30 laps down, James Capp, Jeff Stubbe, Gerald Bellinger, Sam Henry, Alfred Gray in 25th, Chris Kibbe, and Chuck Shaw. I don't believe that they ever started the race. So there's your results, and we appreciate you. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to do our race schedule. Now here again, this was one of the Crown Jewel races, so Mike Bass has one of the 4. And we'll make sure we keep noting that. We'll keep a track of that stuff. And then we move on to Rockingham next week. And that should be interesting. It's been a good race. And thanks for everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you like what you saw, hit a like and subscribe on the stream. And I always put everything up in advance so you kind of get a notice when things are going to be shown. And the next race we're going to do is my league, of course, Secondhand Racing League. And we're running a short track series in the Arkham and R car. I believe we're in Martinsville. I didn't check the schedule, but I think we're at Martinsville next weekend under the lights. So it's Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock, 9:05 Eastern Standard Time is when the race starts. So if you're interested in looking at something like that or even racing with us a little bit, check us out and put a like and subscribe on that too as well. And if you're interested in joining the short track series, hit us up on the league page. We'd appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.